Hey everyone, it's Matt. I'm here with Mark, and we're bringing you the dual video review of Super Smash Bros Brawl, one of the most anticipated games of the year.
Yeah, originally actually we couldn't decide who was going to be reviewing this game because, I mean, let's face it, I'm better at the game.
And I'm more experienced.
Yeah, these old school controllers.
I have the new school.
I'm cooler than you are.
And he's also fatter.
Alright, let's just check out the video review.
Like its predecessors, Brawl is a 3D fighter whose goal is simple. You take to a 3D battlefield and you try to smash your opponents off the screen. It's very straightforward, it's very simple, but there's a lot of depth to the package. If we're just going by the numbers, this is a much beefier game all around, going from 12 characters in the original Smash Bros. To 26 in Melee, and now 35 here in Brawl, and not to mention more than 40 stages.
Obviously, the huge draw with any fighter is the new characters that are in there. So you've got Pit, Sonic, Meta Knight, guys like Solid Snake, Diddy Kong, Ike, and then the trio of Fox, Falco, and Wolf. Some of these characters are really cool, such as Sonic is great. He's really fast, really interesting. Other characters are kind of like Ike, where he's basically stand-in for Roy in the old game with some new moves. And then you've got things like Fox, Wolf, and Falco, where they're pretty much identical characters, identical smashes, and basically a model swap.
Now this is a Wii game, but you don't have to play with the Wii Remote. You can also play with the Wavebird, the GameCube controller, the Classic controller, a Wii Remote, or the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. They've basically created every option on demand for you. Somewhere in there you're going to find your playstyle.
You know, another thing I really like about it, though, is the ability to just customize what every button does. So even if I want to use the GameCube controller and change up which buttons do specials, which buttons do smashes, I can do that. So amongst all the different options, there's definitely a way for everyone to control this game.
If you played a lot of Melee, what you're immediately going to notice with Brawl is that while there's much more to it, there's a lot more content overall, everything pretty much feels the same. It's using the same formula, the same fight mechanics, and a lot of the same characters and stages you've seen before. That said, there is a lot of depth to this game, and it all starts with the Subspace Emissary, the single-player mode.
Yeah, if you want to, there's always the classic mode where you just go stage to stage, but Subspace Emissary is really where it's at. You've got all the presentation value in there with tons of CG cutscenes, and they've added things like the trophy system again, and also stickers, which you actually stick to your guy while you're playing the game, and it upgrades your character as you play through it. It's really more of a story mode mixed with the actual combat that you find in Brawl. With that said, it did take just about 8 hours to get through the entire Subspace Emissary, so it isn't the longest mode, but as an extension to the core gameplay, it's still pretty good.
I have to tell you though, man, I really found this to be the weakest point of the game. It just felt repetitive to me and forced, and just not nearly as polished as the multiplayer stuff.
Oh, absolutely. As an extra, it's really cool, but definitely don't buy this game for this package. It's not like as deep as an RPG would be.
So a very shallow but fun stage editor, which lets you upload your created stages to Wii Connect 24, and if you're lucky, Nintendo will select those and distribute them to everybody across the network.
Yeah, there are also extra modes, including event battles and challenges and things like that. The nice thing about it is everything, including the Subspace Emissary, is all co-op. So if you do want to have a friend come in and play, it's open game.
Single player is good and fine, but I think the majority of us are going to be playing Brawl for its multiplayer mode, which is tighter, more balanced, and faster than it ever has been before.
There's also a slew of new additions as well. You've got the Final Smash Ball, which I'm sure you've seen before, unleashing devastating final attacks. You've got tweaked movesets, which kind of added like a little bit more harmony to all the characters, more balance overall. Then there's things like mid-air dodge, which have been added, as well as a wall climbing and wall grabbing. And they've actually removed wave dashing, which is probably a pretty good thing considering you'd be playing online with a lot of casual players.
What it really boils down to is that yes, it does feel like Smash Bros. Before it, but it feels like a great version of it, and plainly, simply, it's addictive. You're going to keep playing this game for months to come, and in fact, years to come.
Yeah, I've logged in about 75 hours already, and I'm still going strong with it.
Supposing you don't have any local friends for the first time ever now, you can actually connect online and play against up to 3 people. And the multiplayer mode in our test has been pretty seamless, especially if you're playing with friends. And random matches, what we found is that we've had some random disconnects, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is really disappointing, coupled with the idea that you can't really chat with people online either. There's no voice chat. There are pre-made taunts that you can do only with other friends on your friend list. But as far as random play goes, you're going to connect with people, you're going to play them once, you're never going to see them again.
Right, and there's no online leaderboard or stat tracking, which is a big disappointment given that so many Smash players are really, really competitive.
Yeah, in the game's defense, though, I am pleasantly surprised that there's so much depth with online. I was really expecting it to be a lag fest and be kind of disappointing, in all honesty. And in the end, there's all these options. Anything you can do in local Brawl, you can do in multiplayer online Brawl, which is really nice.
Along those same lines, the game really does have a kind of polished and unpolished feel to it, and what we mean by that is that certain aspects are really well done while others seem to be lacking. The inherent issue, of course, is that it's a sequel, and therefore it feels very much like the other games. You can't really get past that, and that's just the way it is. On the other hand, the presentation in the game is pretty much superb. You've got these gorgeous full-motion cutscenes, which, tell the backstory. It's going to be huge nostalgia for Nintendo fans, and they just look spectacular. Meanwhile, you've got an amazingly fluid game. It runs at 60 frames, it runs in 480p widescreen, and you've got this amazing orchestrated music, which is, I think, maybe one of the best soundtracks ever put in a video game.
You've also got some weird loading issues too. There's a 20-second front load at the beginning of the game every time you boot, and then also in Subspace Emissary, before and after all these little cutscenes that you get, which are beautiful CG, you also have little pauses in there that really break up the experience. And while there's definite care put into balancing these characters, you can't help but wish that there were a few more of them and that some of them weren't clones or exactly duplicates as how they played in Melee.
Right, as soon as they introduce those third-party characters, the natural thing to want is more of them.
Right, exactly.
Definitely some ups and downs here, but all points considered, Brawl is a spectacular achievement and a amazing, truly amazing multiplayer game. Whether you're playing it offline or online, you're going to be playing it for years to come. We gave it an Editor's Choice Award and a 9.5.
Pick it up, we'll see you on the battlefield.
Hey, too dang lazy and your hair looks stupid.
Well, you smell like Funyuns and your underwear sticks to the chair.
Anyway, we both agree the game is amazing and it's a must-have for anyone who owns a Wii.
Right. Check out the full written review at IGN.com.